Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know this is a little bit different because I don't normally like to show my face on the YouTubes, but here we are because I want to talk about social media. What about social media, you may ask? Well, it's forking hard. That's what. It really is. Like now in 2024 here, going into 2025, presumably, um, it's gotten a lot harder for smaller artists to even get anywhere with social media, and I know it has got to be really frustrating for a lot of other people as well, not just me. Okay, but for reals though, let's talk a little bit about each of the social medias. I'm gonna cover well, definitely Instagram, because everyone tells you you must be on Instagram if you're a visual artist. And we're gonna dip into Pinterest a little bit and talk about like a lot of the new things that have popped up since Twitter's kind of gone off its rocker. Um yeah, so like Blue Sky, Threads, TikTok, YouTube, we're just gonna cover the whole gamut. Okay, so let's start with the one we all hate the most. That would be Instagram. Yes, because there's just no way you're getting any sort of engagement on your posts. You're not really being seen, and you're not gaining any subscribers. I've been on Instagram for quite a while actually, and I was doing pretty good there for a while. I almost had 1K, which I know is nothing, but I mean, it is something to a small creator. And then after that, I lost like 100 or so people. I guess they were scraping the bots out or something. But ever since then, I've just been stuck. And even though I've done everything everyone tells you to do online about it, I've posted in the reels. Yeah. Posting carousels. That's another one you're supposed to do, which the carousels are the ones that you swipe through. So there's multiple images. And they want you to post to your stories. I guess the only thing I haven't been doing is posting to stories because I don't have any story to tell there. I don't know. But yeah, I've been posting reels and carousels every week for like over a month. And I have gained and lost and gained and lost and gained and lost one single follower. It's true. It's kind of funny that it's true. Sad, but funny. Anyway, I think Instagram is fairly useless if you're new, unless there's something wrong with like my account, and because I had been inactive for a while, like they're just not throwing me in front of people that often. But yeah, it's really hard to tell. I have thought about completely starting a new art Instagram, just like completely, and seeing how that goes just by reposting all of my favorite art off of my original channel. I may try that, and I may report back on how that goes. We'll see. I mean, are you interested in it? Although, I mean, I will do the experiment if people are interested in it. Definitely, because I love experiments and data. But yeah. Okay, everyone, I'm busting in here from the future so that I can finish this video. But when I was filming the video that you're watching, it came to my attention that Instagram is going to start training AI on all of your images and text. Um, so that obviously makes it very unsuitable for artists, really, because we don't want them training their AI on our images, because I mean, it does have the potential to steal our livelihoods. AI is like a whole other topic, and I probably will make a video on it because this week has been a hot mess because I did have a little breakdown over AI and oh, yeah, I think you know how it is if you're a creative. But anyway, I just wanted to pop in here and say that as a warning. Yeah. So, anyway, on with the rest of the video. Now, I have been hearing that Instagram is supposed to be working on this problem of basically it being kind of dead. So, I mean, we can see what happens, but so far I have noticed no changes. And I would like to say that, like, some of the same reels that I post on Instagram, I will then go ahead and post the same thing to TikTok and the same thing to YouTube. And my engagement on YouTube and TikTok, like, they just, like, I had a couple that really blew up. And I'll probably intersperse here with, like, a few screen recordings that show, like, my stats because... Alright, I'm busting in here to show you some stats. Okay, so the first piece we're going to look at is one of my more recent pieces, which is the little flower fairy. And I did post a reel and a carousel, but we're going to look at the reel here. Now, you are going to notice that it has had 157 views, 12 likes. Other than that, that's it. I didn't actually gain any followers from that. Next up is going to be my little cat lady in like the 18th century wear. This one was pretty popular on other platforms, but here on Instagram, 180 views and 18 likes, one bookmark for whatever that's worth. And I guess I did get one profile activity and I might have gained one follower from that. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and scuttle our way over to TikTok here. Alright, so I zoomed in and paused a little bit here so you can see the numbers. You can see that I've gained double, sometimes triple, and way out the wazoo in comparison to Instagram. Also, most importantly, it's not all just views and likes. I have also gained followers each time I have posted. So my follower count goes up every time I post, which is how Instagram used to be, but is no longer. All this being said, there is a huge but. And that is that TikTok may cease to exist in the US in 2025, about a year or so from now. So there's that to consider. And cutting back here to Instagram again, just to illustrate my point, here's the exact same video that got over 2,000 views on TikTok, and it only got 170 with 15 likes on Instagram and no followers. And lastly, I'm going to pop into YouTube here for some stats on my shorts and that. And as you can clearly see, the videos have also done significantly better on YouTube as well. I mean, I think the corgi kind of bombed a little bit on here. I don't know why. You know, it's kind of a little bit hit or miss, so you have to take it or leave it. But it is what it is. And now we will cut back to the video. You've really got, it's like really crazy. My corgi piece, it blew up to like, I think almost 2,000. If not on TikTok, and then it gets crickets on Instagram. How is this? It's because TikTok is in the business of shoving stuff in your face. They want you to stay as long as they can possibly keep you on the platform, so they're constantly showing you content, right? And clearly it's better for the creators right now on TikTok, because the corgi piece got over 2K views and like a ton of likes and stuff, and a handful of comments, because if people take the time to comment, it's rare and they definitely really love it. But I had another piece on there that also blew up, and it got over like 1,000 views and like a bunch of likes and stuff. And the other thing that I've noticed about TikTok is, every time I post, I'm gaining followers, and that does not happen on Instagram. And the same thing goes for YouTube here. If you start posting shorts and videos too, obviously, um, you're just by virtue of putting yourself out there and sharing things with people, you're going to get views and likes and followers. But it just doesn't happen on Instagram anymore. So I want to tell you that if you're struggling with Instagram, don't feel bad. It's not you. It's 1000% not you. I know this. It's not you. Don't give up on your art, okay? Because it's not you. It's the platform, for sure. Alright, so I think I've pretty much covered the ills of Instagram. And basically, I touched on the good things about TikTok and YouTube. Um, let's go with the ugly bug in the room. Twitter! I left Twitter, so I just don't care about it anymore. Yeah, I can't stand the environment there. I can't stand the person who's running it. And I left. And I did leave, like, that was my highest follower account there. Yeah. And it's a loss. You know, because, like, if you gain over 1,000 or 2,000 followers on there, you know that 100% took a lot of your time. And then someone just had to bomb it, you know? So, anyway, I've left Twitter. I'm not going back to Twitter. So, you're going to be on your own in regards to Twitter. I don't like it. But, for similar apps, let's talk about Mastodon a little bit. Mastodon is still pretty small, and it's definitely much more community oriented, and you kind of have to get in there with the right group of people, I guess. I pretty much follow a lot of my comic friends on there, and when I do post on there, I get a decent amount of engagement for just like still images, you know, get a handful of retweets and a bunch of likes on there. So I feel like it's not a total waste of my time to post on there. I'd also like to think that it's more friendly on there, but I've been catching wind of drama. But I usually just steer well clear of any drama, right? But overall, my experience there is that it's more friendly, um, more open. It kind of feels like how Twitter used to be in the very beginning. And it's fairly easy to get seen on there. So you might give Mastodon a try if you want to leave Twitter. Okay, so the other Twitter alternatives are Blue Sky and Threads. Now, Blue Sky is slow because it's kind of like how Twitter was in the beginning. There wasn't a ton of people on it. So yeah, it's slow. You're probably not going to get that much engagement on it, but it's there. And who knows, it could turn into something bigger in the future. We never know. As far as Threads go, I feel like it was super popular for like a week, and now it's slowing down significantly. And I think one of the big draws to Threads was that basically Threads would pick up all of the people that you follow on Instagram and kind of integrate that into there. So you felt like you weren't starting at zero. However, engagement on there is also crap, complete crap, absolute crap. Yep. Can I say crap any more times? Maybe. Coco? Crap? Hello, pretty Coco. Do you have anything you would like to say to our viewers? That is fascinating. I love it. It's just like right now, as far as social media is concerned, it's just very wild, wild west, you know? Um, it's all over the place, and you don't know exactly where to spend your time. Let's see if there's anything else I need to cover. Well, there's Tumblr. Tumblr still exists. Yes. Um, let's see. I still post there mainly just because it's easy, and I just make it really easy on myself when I'm doing a bunch of different social media sites. I basically cross post everywhere, and I can lie in bed when I do it, and so it's no problem for me. Anyway, but yeah, you can basically cross post on Tumblr. Engagements, not good. It's a very slow place too, but it's still there. So some people have really good followings there. So that, I mean, who knows? Another place that I want to talk about is Kara. I think that's how you pronounce it. Either that or it's Kara. But it's Cara, and it's supposed to be with a focus on artists. And when you make posts on there, it gives you like a little tab to put in what program you used to create it, what the content is, whether it was professional or personal work. Well, not professional, like company work or personal work. Because, I mean, your work should all be professional, even your personal. But anyway, um, so yeah, it's got a lot more little um, bits and bobs, dealy bobs on there for you to like. It feels a lot like it's for art directors to search for people. That's what it feels like to me. I did sign up. I have no engagement, but I was only able to put 2 images up because the site is running really, really, really super slow right now. So, yeah. Okay, I realized I had left out Pinterest out of my whole little rant on the social medias. So I'm fitting this in here, and yeah, I have my hair up because it got too hot here in my room with all these stinking lights on. But anyway, let's get going. So, Pinterest. I know we all use it to collect, our favorite artists, artworks that are inspiring to us. I do that anyway. I have an art inspiration folder. I have, of course, a folder of figure references for drawing and stuff. But yeah, mostly I know that a lot of us use Pinterest to kind of just collect things that help us with our craft, not necessarily to be on there socially. However, I have heard that if you switch to a business account, that you can do things like link up your store with it. You can definitely link up your Instagram directly, so it will take your Instagram photos and pop them on Pinterest. And I hear that it's very good for translating fans, viewers into buyers. So I'm kind of under the impression that it's probably a little more helpful for the store owners among us. Um, but yeah, this is what I've heard, and I am going to give it a try. So if you want to hear more about that, I will probably do another video on it later, especially if you leave a comment down below that you want to hear about these potential experiments. Then I will do a Pinterest experiment, do an Instagram experiment, and we'll have a good old day. Yeah. But no, seriously. But yeah, I'll make another video for sure. But yeah, I would say definitely give Pinterest a go because it's definitely in the business of keeping people on the platform to continue scrolling through the pretty images. I do realize it's full of AI right now, like terribly full. So I don't know if this is going to change any in the future, But yeah, especially if you have a business, give Pinterest a try. So basically, the whole moral of the story here is social media is crap. Don't feel like crap if you post and you post and you post and there's just nothing but crickets, because it's happening to everyone, and it's not you and it's not your artwork. Everything, I'm sure what you're doing is fine, and I'm sure you're following all the instructions and everything everyone tells you to do, and you're just like, oh my god, it must be me. No, it's not. It's never you. It's always the algorithm. Okay. Anyway, I think really I just want you to get that point across. It's not you. Seriously. In closing, I would like to say, no, just kidding. Okay, but for reals. So, after all of that, basically, right now, what I find to be the most worthwhile, at least according to me and my experiments, is posting on TikTok and posting here on YouTube. Those are the two best places to get some engagement on your work and talk to people, and I mean, it feels nice whenever your artwork is viewed, and when somebody hearts your artwork or says, I really like this or I really like that. It really helps. It really does. I know that. It really it makes you feel like you can continue on, right? Because if you go and you're always posting to crickets, you start getting demoralized, and it's just not fun anymore. And if it's not fun anymore, then really, why bother with whatever social media it is? I mean, honestly, I'm about ready to call it quits on Instagram, but I will still do that experiment that I talked about earlier in this video. But yeah. So I guess that's about it for this video, and I hope I at least made you feel a little bit better. It's not your art, it's not you, it's the company's. And that's it, and I will see you next time. Oh, and if you like this content, please like and subscribe. Yeah, because YouTube is okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.